Hi, I'm T.C. Ryan, and this is the companion video for Practice 4 of 15 Practices for Living the Life You Want, utilizing the 12 steps and other approaches to recovery. Let me share 3 phrases with you and see if any of them are familiar. Easy does it. How about let go and let God? Or one day at a time? Well, these are 3 of the earliest slogans from the beginning of the 12-step movement. When we say slogan, think of a pithy statement of truth that's easy to remember. Think about the Proverbs of the Old Testament or some of the phrases Jesus would use in his teaching. Well, hang around the 12-step folks long enough and eventually you'll hear someone talk about the wisdom they picked up in the rooms. Meaning when they were sitting in 12-step meetings and hearing others get real, get honest about their experiences, and share about the hope they were beginning to discover. In the rooms, they heard truth. Truth that results in recovery, calm, serenity, and usefulness is what we need to counter a life of compulsion, carelessness, and selfishness. Well, the 12 Steps is the earliest and most well-known recovery program. It came about as the basic outline of a process alcoholics could take to find sobriety. Now, early on, they discovered that a person would need more to live a fully recovered life. For instance, sponsors. You don't find sponsors mentioned in the 12 Steps themselves. But early on, sponsoring became an important part of the 12-step movement. Well, what I'm saying is that there's no one perfect, complete recovery program. Now, as we've said, the 15 practices is really a starter program. Or it could be a useful restart program for someone restarting their recovery work. We put it together for folks who are just figuring out they have a problem or have known that but didn't know what to do, or possibly were putting off dealing with it. For a starter program, the 15 practices is fairly robust. What it will do is it will give you a good foundation with some practical pieces. And one of those practical pieces is the 12 steps. 12 steps have been essential to me in my recovery, though they alone weren't enough because I needed some additional help. Still, they have continued to be an essential piece of my ongoing recovery program. Well, this practice focuses on the 12 steps, and we'd like you to become familiar with them and with what it means to work them. If you work through the assignments, you'll get a really good feel for the steps. And eventually, you'll want to go through them again, slowly, thoughtfully, and with somebody else, someone like a sponsor. They're cyclical too, so that means we go through them again, or we revisit one or more of them when that's what would benefit our progress in recovery. Now, it may be that for whatever reason, the 12 steps don't really work for you. There are other recovery programs with other components and different approaches. There's no one perfect way to do recovery, so keep exploring and find what will help you to live the life you want. So I'm T.C. Ryan. Work through Practice 4. I'll see you again in Practice 5. And thanks for sharing this time with me.